Okay. So the PHP system flow, it's very similar to that of, let's call it a Starbucks. You walk into any Starbucks, any location, they got the same system running. And they've actually revolutionized the whole distribution of coffee. But it's not that their coffees are the greatest. It's just that the system, they make you feel like a queen or a king when you go in there with,
Exactly.
$10 coffee that they sell you. Another example could be like McDonald's. You go to any McDonald's in the United States and around the world, same system, same system. Well, this is our system right here. And this is a proven system. What I'm going to share with you is the simplicity of it. We want to keep things simple so we can duplicate the simplicity of how this industry is transforming people's lives. As a matter of fact, today at 5 p.m., I would love for you to hear the story of this individual. His name, I really look up to him. He is an immigrant from El Salvador. It's Central America. And he's going to be sharing his story on how his life was before. He was a security guard, okay, at Sears. And now he's a millionaire in this company. His story is straight rags to riches, right? But it's so inspiring because he didn't know how to speak the language. He had that language barrier. And for him to be able to make it, it's just it puts things in perspective. Like, if he can do it, what is stopping us from making it happen? Right?
Exactly.
It was all work ethic for him. But now, he went from driving a Toyota Tercel, I'm sure you've seen those around, to now driving around in a Lambo. So he's going to be sharing what he used to make to what he's making now. He's just basically living the American dream. So that's going to happen at 5 p.m. today.
Okay.
But it's simply driving this same system that I'm showing you. So what I want to do is I'm going to notate on the page. I'm going to draw on the page here. This is what we're going to focus on. Okay. All we got to focus on for you to make sure that you succeed in this business, we got to focus on the first week. Okay. So yes, there's going to be a lot of in between, but the final goal is to make sure that you become an agency owner where you can own your own office. And with this contract, we call it the marketing director contract. You're able to establish any franchise office anywhere in America. So this is basically the number one product that we offer you here. The chance, a shot at financial freedom, which is right here. Okay. So now in order for you to get here, I want us to focus. All of this is going to be a byproduct of getting here and winning in this company. So I want to keep it very simple. I want us to just focus on the first week. And my question to you will be, once you get licensed, how many people are you going to help? How much will you make your first month? And how fast do you want to be licensed to make that happen? Okay. So keep those two questions in mind. And ultimately, what we always tell people is we want to do it right from the beginning. We want to do it right the first time versus going back and trying to fix everything that we didn't get done. So the purpose of this class is to give you guidance. And I always tell people these three things. If you're coachable to the system, if you're aligned with this simple system and we don't try to recreate the wheel, you're going to be very successful. The next thing is always making sure that you're running with urgency. A lot of people miss out on promotions, and they miss out on helping people on time before anything happens because they're not urgent. They just okay, I'll get to it. But 3, 4, 5 months go by without them really pursuing what they're supposed to be doing. The whole thing, once we get all of this done on the first week, you're going to qualify for something called Fast Start School. And you will graduate from Fast Start School. You will be recognized in front of, I would say thousands of people, but we're virtual right now, so I don't know how many people would jump on. But I want to keep things very, very simple. So the first box that we're going to check off, once I email this to you and once you print it out, you can check off your own boxes, but I'm going to do it for you right now. I want to make sure that your support system at home is good. It's basically, we say your spouse, but it can be your mom, your dad. Who would you say is your number one fan? Who supports you in anything that you do? Like you wanted to get a degree and everybody, they would support you in you studying. You're going to run a business. They're going to support you. Who would you say that is?
Oh, that's me.
Well, guess what? You got a family that were always going to back you up here. And what I tell people is, we just want to expose that person. Sometimes if it was your husband, let's just say it's just, if it was your husband and he didn't know what you did, he will probably put you down in the business. And what we want to do is expose that person that's your number one fan, so that way they know exactly what you're doing and they can support you. When things don't go well, you got to have that support. What I can tell you is that you're always going to have that support from us. You're going to have that support from me, from our leadership, from Kevin, and everybody around you. We will always make sure that you're in an environment of positivity and that we allow for you to grow in this business. So you best assure that. Let's go into the business plan, okay? The business plan, I love the way that our CEO breaks it down. There's a video, and I'm going to go to that page now.
Okay.
You will get this whole packet, but I'm going to go to that page. It's the second page here. As you can see, we call this the one-page business plan. Okay. And if you're taking notes, I will write down Valuetainment on YouTube. Valuetainment on YouTube. Make sure you follow that channel because that's our CEO's channel. It's actually the number one channel on YouTube for entrepreneurs. His name is Patrick Bet-David. Okay. And you're going to get so much value from his content. But right here, I want to make sure that we write down, once you get your packet, write down 2020, the year of king makers. So we labeled this year the year of king makers because this year we're going to leave all selfishness aside. What we want to do this year, we want to make sure that we build leaders, that you're not going to be the only one making 100,000. Let's have some people on your team also making 100,000. So we're going to label this the year of king makers. Okay. Now, the way I'm going to break this down for you, I'm going to try to be as simple as possible, but I'm going to give you some examples of how to fill this thing out. So in college or in any business school, they will tell you to write like a 20-page business plan. And a lot of times you write a business plan, but you never really execute on it. This is all about execution. This is all about taking action. So right here, as you can see, there's different boxes, and let's consider these to be cups of they have no water. We're trying to fill them up with water. So we're breaking down the habits. As you know, it takes about 21 days to create either a good habit or a bad habit. Yes. So right here, let's say that you have a goal, a financial goal. We're going to talk about financial first. Let's say that you have a goal of having $30,000 saved up in just a liquid savings account. So if this is your goal, you will put a date on this. Let's say by August, you want to have 30,000 saved up. So if that's your goal, then what that means is that you got to create a good habit in order for this to become a reality. That good habit can be every time I make a sale with PHP, I'm going to save 10%. I'm going to put it in a savings account. 10% of whatever I make, I'm going to save it. So now you're creating a good habit. By you creating a good habit, you're going to make sure that you accomplish that number one goal that you have. And the next goal can be getting out of debt. I'm going to be out of debt by December 31st. And then you're going to create, that habit of paying down your credit card bills or whatever. So just so you get an idea, that's how we manage the financial goals and the financial habits that you're developing. Number two, I'm sharing this with everybody that I do this class with. For me, I needed to create a habit because I don't have my kids with me. My kids are with their mom. So what I'm doing right now, I'm doing Zoom appointments just like this one with my kids. And, and it's so funny because my daughter, I have a 6-year-old, we do like story time at 9
Uh-huh.
p.m. So it's 3 appointments that I set up. I do a 9 a.m. when I wake up to say good morning to three of them. I have 3 kids. And then at 3, I'm back at it again, telling them, hey, what did you eat? What are you learning? What skill are you learning today? And then at 9, we do either a book that we read together or we watch a little movie or a little clip together through Zoom. So everything is done through Zoom. Now, what that's creating for me is just a better relationship with my kids.
Right.
Family is so important. Family is like the most important. And I can tell you from experience, like what this company has done for me is just, it has taught me some values and some principles that I never kind of practiced before. When I was in real estate and when I owned my own mortgage company, it was all one thing, and that was his business. Everything else can go like I was not paying attention to anything else. But here is like, look at how strategic we're being. We're talking about financial, we're talking about family, we're talking about, of course, your business, but also your health. What good habits are you going to create for you to have a good health? It doesn't matter if you're making so much money. What if your health is not good? You're not going to be able to really enjoy your money. And then we're huge on personal development. I can tell you that a habit we're creating here, it's reading a book of the book of the month, which we all read a book as a company. So
Uh-huh.
you can just imagine how united we are because we're all on the same mindset, right?
Right.
So our goal is to compete against the industry. Like when you hear us, like we're talking about big moves that we're going to make in where we want to be the number one FMO in America. We want to control over 50% of this market share. So understand that we're thinking big, but it's because we're united. Most
Mm-hmm.
companies out there, they're very divided, very
Yeah.
divided. And you're going to see something in PHP that is going to be different. And that's going to be the unification as leadership and the way we teach things as far as principles and values from the person that just got started yesterday. So that's what I love about this company. Um, Lastly, and could be the most important one, is spiritual. This needs to be on point. And for me, every time that I see that this is on point in my life personally, everything else just kind of falls into place. So, it's impossible to be perfect, but at least we're striving and we have a one-page business plan that can guide us into doing that. So do you have any questions on this or should we move forward?
We can move forward.
Okay. That did make sense to you though, right?
It made complete sense.
Okay, so Patrick Bet David on YouTube, you can find the video. It's called One Page Business Plan. Make sure you check that out. We'll probably also post it up on Band or we'll send it to you via text. Kevin, if you can do that, that would be awesome. So moving on. We are going to go into the next page here. Let's see. We are going to go into the next page. So we were on business plan, right? Now, the next one is top 25. I'll get into that right now. From this list right here, what we call a top 25, we're going to do the 3 field training appointments. I would love to show you how a field training appointment runs. I'll call you right back, okay? Right back. So we are also going to do a financial analysis, basically show you how we fill out applications and things like that. This one is important, your life class. Your life class is when will you take your test? I'm thinking that they reopened the exam facilities to take your exam.
Uh-huh.
We typically want to do 2 weeks from today, which is, let's just call it your first day in PHP today.
Okay.
We want to do it 2 weeks from today. So today is let's see, is the 9th? What is it today?
Yeah, today is the 9th.
Today is the 9th. So why don't we do this? Let's put a date here is there a 31st or is it a 30th?
Just the 30th.
30th? Let's
Yes.
do this. Let's do it the 30th of this month. And we'll see, we'll play it by ear, but I want you to be ready to get this license because this license can truly, truly change your life on how many people you can bless with this powerful license. So let's
Okay.
have you licensed by the 30th or before. Fair enough?
We can do that.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. And then this right here, a big event, what this means is we want to make sure that you prepare yourself for the convention. We always do an annual convention, and I have been exposed to the best events with this company, life-changing events. I mean, I was able to meet a former president of the United States, and it impacts your life tremendously. We were also able to meet a Kevin Hart. We were able to beat a Kobe Bryant. Are you familiar with Kevin Hart? Are you a fan? Or
I
no?
like him.
Okay, cool. Because I thought he was the funniest dude in the world, man. He made us
He is
laugh
pretty
until like
funny.
our cheeks were hurting. So how hard we were laughing. So great events that our CEO puts together. Like I said, Kobe Bryant did the interview, one of the best interviews he's ever done in his lifetime. Kobe passed away, and now forever in history, we met Kobe, but we can say that we were in the room while he was doing the best interview that he ever did in his life
Mm-hmm.
through these big events. So just know that the caliber that our company is at right now, throughout the years and throughout all the struggles, we are in explosion mode right now. We are attracting the best of the best. And right now we're at a point where we can probably pull like an Obama, a Michelle Obama or Barack Obama or Beyonce and Jay-Z. We can just pull anybody that loves the vision of our company. So let's
Right.
prepare for that. That's going to happen here in Vegas, and the tickets, because of everything that's going on right now, just save some money aside. Tickets go for about 220 to 225. We're not really, saying get the ticket now because we don't know what's going to happen, but just make sure that you don't wait to the very last minute because tickets do sell out, and then
Mm-hmm.
they increase in price if you wait to the last minute.
Okay.
So, Sprint Award. If we get all of this done, which I know we will, because it's so easy to knock everything out, I will be guiding you. So will Kevin. The Sprint Award will be very easy for you to get. Typically, the people that get a Sprint Award are the people that really make it to MD the fastest. So that's our goal to get you here, but we got to make sure we start the right way. So going on to probably my favorite part of the whole presentation. Let's go on to, let me clear the drawings, but let's move on to, let's stop here. Let's stop here and then we'll get to my favorite part. Right here it's, people are going to ask you, so what is it that you do? And you're probably not going to know how to answer it. This page right here would definitely help you answer those questions. So ask me right now, ask me, Felicia, what is it that we do? Like, just ask me this. Are you an insurance company?
Joe, are you an insurance company?
No, no. What we're an FMO. That stands for Financial Marketing Organization. And let me tell you what we do. Number one, we help people get out of debt, student loan debt, medical debt, repos, credit card debt, or any debts that are unsecured. Number two, we teach people how to save money like the wealthy do. Three, we teach people how important it is to have multiple streams of income. And number four, we show people how to retire sooner and how to retire like the wealthy do. Can we agree that many people need help with that?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. So this makes it easier versus you saying, oh, we do life insurance. Because the minute you say we do life insurance, is like, I don't want to die. Don't talk to me about life insurance. So, you got to make sure that the right words are coming out of your mouth because ultimately, yes, the foundation of creating wealth is life insurance, but they need to understand that you're more than that. That
Right.
you will be proud of being and having a license in the life insurance industry, but you can do so much more. You can protect legacies. You can protect assets. You can protect mortgages through mortgage protection. So it's just so much more don't limit yourself to just saying, I do life insurance, because most conversations will stop at that point. So just to add a cherry on top, just always disclose who your partners are. We are partnered up with the most powerful companies, all Fortune 500 companies in America. These are all billion-dollar companies, and you should always refer to a few companies and just say, have you heard of AIG, National Life Group, John Hancock, just to name a few. But we work with over 32 of the most powerful companies in America, and they'll be like, wow, right? They'll be like, that's pretty impressive. The credibility, the list goes on and on. But as you can see there, these are our endorsers. These are the people that back us up. And it's all like people like the co-founder of Apple, Steve Wozniak. He's calling us the next Apple in the financial services industry. Magic Johnson, as you can see there, NBA Hall of Famer and owner of the Dodgers. He's an endorser. Oscar De La Hoya actually put in a lot of his own money to support our growth. And as you can see there, everybody on there, the list goes on. But I hope this helps you. This will be pretty helpful, right, for you?
Yes.
Awesome. So let's move on. This right here is my favorite page, because before I teach you scripts and before I teach you a little bit of how to track your business and the things that you should do to figure out what kind of market you have, which is the top 25, I want to start right here, and show you how we get promoted. Because I want you to know that we don't get promoted based on politics. We simply promote based on performance. And once you earned a rank, or let's say a contract level, that will never be stripped away. You know how at regular jobs, people promote because of favoritism, or
Yes.
because they know the CEO, or because, you know how it is in these jobs. They're like, oh, well, I know you're part of my family. I want to get you promoted. And it seems like favoritism takes over all these companies at the end of the day. Well,
Yeah.
it's a little different with us. Everybody starts here. I started here. Everybody started here. And this kind of reminds me of the military. When you go into boot camp, I know I went into boot camp, everybody's the same. And to know that all the generals that are now generals, they all started in the same place. They all started in boot camp and then moved up. So we all start as trainees, right? And let's just say that as a trainee, you make a sale for 250, which let's just say it's a retirement plan, life insurance. And what you do is you multiply what the client pays times 12. So the monthly premium times 12, that's 3,000. So let's keep numbers basic, very simple. 3,000 out of 30%, which that's your contract level as a trainee, you will make $900. Okay. Now, that's good money, but why make $900 for the same sale where you can make 40%? 40%, it's an additional $300, meaning that for helping out the same family, the same amount, you will make $1,200. How about making 50%, which this should be the ultimate goal for us this month, right? To do the same family that you helped times 12, 3,000 times 50%, you will make $1,500 just for having that promotion. Now, I'll get into the requirements for every promotion. When someone that I see at your caliber and your credibility, I would say, let's run for this. Let's run for director, because director,
Right.
you're only a step down, just one step more, and you make marketing director. So let's start here. This is very easy. Basically, you run to get 25 business partners within your agency. You help 25 families, and you do 25,000 points. I'll break down the points a little bit later, but if you do this for helping out at this contract level, for helping out the same family that you would as a trainee and make $900 here, you would simply double that. It'll be 1,800, which is pretty cool. But the best part is that as a director, you can have people that you brought on board, right? New agents that are training with us. And if they go out and make a sale, one sale, you would override $900 for you not even being there. Let's say you bring somebody on board and I train him. Well, when we go out and make a sale, if you're a director, guess who's overriding that? You're overriding that $900 for you not even being there. You can be doing your whole, your other career or the other job, and you can be making $900. You're not even there. That's when things become getting crazy with passive income. And that's true freedom, that true potential of passive income. The example here, if you were to do 25 partners and they all did one sale, that's 22 grand. You're not even there. That's the power of the insurance industry. So you can see the numbers and you can do the math for yourself here on the overrides. I just wanted to give you like an idea on how it works. Now, this is my favorite part because we get to identify what kind of player you want to be here with PHP. What kind of agency do you want to build? There's two types of agents, and we're going to say that on the left side of your screen, as you can see here, we have A agent. Okay, and then on the right side, we have B agent. So we're going to call A agent a personal producer. And we love personal producers, but just understand that as a personal producer, you go out, you get licensed, and then you make one sale. One sale, you are not promoted yet, so you're at a 30% contract. You make $900, which $900 is great, but if you're on the other side, you're on the building side as a B agent, I'm going to call this an agency. So AB agency builder. Now, an agency builder, this is where I consider myself, but let's see, we're going to do a test to see where you're at. As an agency builder, B agent, now you get promoted to a 50% contract, which is this one in the middle, by getting the 10 new business partners and 10 families helped. By doing this, let's say that you're now licensed, you now have 10 agents on your team, they all do one sale, that's 10 times 3,000 is $30,000. So what's 50% of 30,000? 15,000. So you can either settle for 900 on your own or 15,000 as a team. But let's go ahead and do a test. You like taking tests, or you're not really a test taker?
It's neither here nor there.
Okay. So this is pretty fun. I learned this, or actually came up with this 10 years ago when I was building my mortgage company. And the funny thing was that the guy that trained me to do mortgages, he was an older gentleman. So he was the owner of the building. He basically built a building, and you're going to meet this office where we're at right now, because it's where I started, and kind of God brought us back to the same building. But 10 years ago, he trained me to do mortgages. I was his loan officer. And he said, Joel, you can be a loan officer and you can make a lot of money just helping people with their mortgage loans. You can do that, or I can train you to be and own your own mortgage company. And you can have loan officers partnering up with you, and you're always going to make more money as an owner of the mortgage company versus just a loan officer. Right. And I was like, absolutely. So he trained me, got out of his company, and started my own mortgage company. Later on, he sold his mortgage company. He sold the building where we're at right now. The guy is like super, super set, but he's the one that taught me this whole concept. So we came up with this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Right. I'm doing a week right here. Okay. I'm doing a week. And what we're going to do, I'm going to turn on the cameras for this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. You decide if you want to work on Sunday, but let me show you what we created exactly 10 years ago. And now we're bringing it back to share it here with you today. Let me see. Let me turn on my camera. Okay. So my camera should be on.
Yes.
Try to see if you can click on it. I want to make sure that you're able to see me, but I also want to turn on my other camera because I'm going to share with you. There should be two cameras on. There's one that you can see my hands. Can you see that? Can you see my hands? You got to click, like there's a cross where you can expand 3 videos. So you got to make sure that you're able to see the 3 videos. Your video, my face, and
Wait,
then the bottom one. There you go.
More. Show. No. Okay, no.
No, so let's see. Let me see if we can showcase because there's the screen, right? You're able to see the screen, but I have 2 cameras on. Let me turn off one of my cameras, and then you should be able to see my hands. Can you see my hands on one of the cameras?
No, it's I'm not.
Not really, huh? Okay, let's do this.
Hold on. Wait,
Okay.
just hold on for a minute.
Mm-hmm. You gotta it's because Zoom is different. No one was using Zoom. Now
There you
Zoom.
go.
Okay, so you can see my hands now? I'm holding.
Yes, I can see your hands.
Okay, I'm holding something there. And as you can see, I'm holding a dice, okay?
Guys.
And this dice, that's why I say rolling dice, you're gonna know what this is now. Rolling dice, this represents you. This dice, as you can see, I'm putting it closer to the camera. This dice represents you. And what this is, I'm going to roll the dice for you. And what you want to do is you want to land on a 6. When you land on a 6, that means that you made money, you made a sale. But if you don't land on a 6, that means that you didn't make no money. So I'm going to put you through a whole week and let's see how many sales you make as a personal producer. We're on the A side. Okay. So we're rolling the dice. This should be you, but we got to improvise right now. So Monday, you roll the dice and you can see that, right? It's a 1.
Okay.
So 0, that's no sale. So Monday, you have no sales. Now you're rolling the dice for Tuesday. Tuesday, you can see that, right? What is that?
A 3?
3, so no sale. Okay, you're trying to roll a 6. This is when people get excited. They're like, man, I want to roll a 6. And I've had lawyers rolling dice in my office. We've had doctors, dentists, investors, real estate guys, all kinds of guys. So, oops. It's another 3, so there's no sale on Wednesday. Now it's Thursday. That's a 4, no sale. So now you're like, dang, I'm not making any sales. Now it's Friday. Friday is a 4, and you should be rolling these dice because maybe you'll be rolling all 6s, right? But 3. Saturday, there's no sale. So now you decide if you want to work on Sunday or not. Do you want to work on Sunday? You want me to roll for Sunday?
No, don't roll for Sunday.
Okay, so you're now working on Sunday. That's another 0. You went through a whole week as a personal producer and made 0 sales, as you can see on the screen there. Now we're going to go on the other side. Now we're going to make another test here of the same week, right? Another week, Monday through Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're going to roll the dice again, Monday. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so we are going to roll again. But now this is you, Felicia. This is you. The red dice is you. Now you have a team. You have a team of agents with you. And now for Monday, you're going to roll the dice all together. And on Monday, how many 6s do you see there?
Oh, that's too small.
2. Oh, you got 2. You got 2 6s there. So on Monday, you already beat your whole week. You got 2 sales. Every time you roll a 6, you're the red dice. or one of your agents rolls a 6, you make money. So let's go to Tuesday. Tuesday, you got 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 6s.
Wow. So that's 4. You're already at 6 for the week. Now Wednesday, as Wednesday comes along, you trained your agents good on Tuesday. So let's see what you do Wednesday. Wednesday, you got a sale. Your partner got a sale. That's 2. That's 3.
Mm-hmm.
So you got 3. Okay, 3 on Wednesday. Now you go on to Thursday. Thursday, you got 1, 2. You got 2. You're still doing good. So Friday, and then you're taking a break on Sunday, right? So let's do Friday. Friday is 1, 2, 3. So you got 3 on Friday. And now Saturday. You want to work on Saturday, right? Just take Sunday.
Yeah, I figured I ain't doing nothing else.
All right, so you got 1 here, 2, 3, total of 3. Okay, so 3 on Saturday. And then Sunday, let's say you take Sunday off. So you're red, you're not rolling on Sunday. But your guys, they're hungry. They want to work on Sunday. So you got 1, 2, 3. You got 3 on Sunday. So now we add them all up. Okay, now we all these up, and it's 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so 20 sales versus 0. Of course, maybe in a good week, you'll make 2, 3 sales as a personal producer. But the thing here, as an A agent, as a personal producer, if your pen stops writing business, you stop getting paid. If you go on vacation, you stop getting paid. If you get sick, you stop getting paid. So there is no freedom here. There is no type of freedom. So when someone tells me, I just don't like recruiting, well, obviously you probably don't like freedom, right? Because
Right.
this will never bring you freedom. Now, why I love recruiting and why everybody recruits, universities try to recruit new talent, sharp individuals. The NFL recruits new talent. The NBA, the NFL, all sports recruit. And why do they recruit? Because they're always looking for the next Michael Jordan of the industry, right? So we never know. You might be the next, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan of this industry. We just don't know it yet. Now,
Right.
as an agency builder, you made 20 sales. But let's say that you took some days off too. You took Sunday off. Let's say you're training an office. We have an office in Puerto Rico, so let's use that as an example. Let's say you come with me to Puerto Rico and you have a team here in Vegas. You're still making money. This creates, you can go on vacation. You can retire after 5 years. If you have a team working for you, you're still making money. And that's the ultimate goal. But what everybody wants is financial freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And true financial freedom is obtained by building financial freedom. And why I love this whole concept is because if you do it right and if you hire the right people on your team, you don't have to be the person that went to Harvard. But if you can hire some of those people that did go to Harvard, why not? You recruit your weaknesses. So this here's a question. You saw both sides.
Joe.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I still see your hands, but I don't see the worksheet we were working on.
Okay, so go back to the screen. You might have to slide left or right.
I see all the screens, but I don't see.
You don't see me? You can see me now.
I see your hands. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. So here it goes. This is the question. You saw both sides, and this pretty much helps you identify or identify who you want to be in PHP. Do you want to be the A agent or do you want to be the B agent?
Oh yeah, I mean, you want to be the B agent. That makes more sense.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I consider myself on this side as well, and we definitely want to become builders because building will make sure that you get the freedom that everybody's looking for. So with that said, I hope that the dice theory made sense to you. That's why I always post up like little dice because we created this 10 years ago, and I want you to have some pride that everybody across the nation is doing this now because we created it here in Las Vegas. What did you think
Right.
about that little dice theory?
Oh, I like it. I
Cool,
like
cool,
it.
cool. Cool. So we're going to go and talk about now how to build your business and how everything starts. Okay. So this right here, we call this the top 25. And you're going to hear a lot of people talk about this. Let me turn that camera off. So what is the top 25? The best way that I can explain this to you is everybody that comes on board has a different market. If we talk, for instance, let's talk about my girlfriend for an instance. Um, she used to own restaurants, Thai restaurants here in town.
Okay.
So she sold her restaurant. It was in Henderson, and she built relationships with all the restaurant owners in town. So for her, guess who becomes all her clients once she becomes part of this industry? All her clients are business owners. All her clients are restaurant owners.
Right.
So, and you know that community, man, they love saving money. They love all of our products because they're all about making sure that their money works for them.
Mm-hmm.
So she has a great market. Now let's talk about myself. My market when I came on board PHP, my market was loan officers. I
Okay.
partnered with loan officers, realtors, real estate investors, just because I was in that field. So for you, we will identify what kind of market you have to see how we can better serve that market. But
Right.
I want to put this top 25 worksheet in a different perspective. So number one, let's say that me and you are going to start a restaurant, okay?
Okay.
What's your favorite type of food? I want it to be something that you love so we can be
I
passionate
like
about it.
Japanese food.
Let's do Japanese bistro, okay? So let's call it F for your first name, F and J for my first name. So F and J Japanese bistro. We're gonna do some sushi and all of that and some steak. So man, we get the best furniture for our restaurant. We're like doing like a high end kind of restaurant. We're gonna have the mayor of the town come in and visit us for our grand opening, and we have like some celebrities come by, some professional athletes come by our restaurant. And we're setting everything up. Like we want success. We want people to refer our restaurant to everybody. So
Exactly.
what we do is like we sit down and we're having a meeting. Me and you, we're partners, and we want success for our business. So what we do, we sit down and we say, hey, let's go ahead and make sure that our family and friends support us. And not that they got to buy anything, they just got to come taste the food so they can send us some more referrals in the future. So let's go ahead and sit down. Let's write down a top 25 of who you know and who I know so they can support us and they can show us love for our grand opening. So,
Mm-hmm.
everything happens, the grand opening comes up and the mayor shows up, big crowds show up, and all my friends and family are there supporting me because I took the
Right.
time to put them on a list and call them. And let's just say that you forgot. You never called anybody. You never wrote a top 25 worksheet for yourself. So what happens is that not a lot of people show up for you. And,
Right.
wouldn't it suck because you didn't expose your people to your brand new restaurant and the grand opening that not a lot of people showed up for you, but everybody on my side showed up because I exposed them to my new restaurant and I told them you don't have to buy anything. You just have to come and taste my food so you can in the future refer me clients. Well, it's the same thing in this business. With PHP, they don't have to buy anything from you, but they at least got to know what you're doing because if you don't tell them, they're going to go somewhere else. They're going to go to the restaurant.
Right.
You. So what you do here on your top 25 is you put down a name and a number, and then me and you, we identify who they are, so we know how to invite them either to a virtual meeting, or we can do a one-on-one for them. So there's different scripts. You're going to learn the scripts because I'm going to share with you the scripts on the blueprint. The blueprint is the manual on how we run everything, how we run the system for an office. So I'm going to send the blueprint for you. I'm going to have Kevin send that. We're going to learn the scripts together, and your homework will be to fill this out completely so we can start getting on phone calls, and you're going to see how easy it is to get someone exposed to the information. And I'm going to share with you how a phone call will sound once you put people on this list. I know that at one point I landed on one of these sheets, but this is truly for your training and for exposure on what you're doing. So what it would sound like. So you'll get this done because we want to be builders, but this is how it would sound. Okay. So I'm going to call you, and let's say that Kevin is on this right now. Let's say that I just brought Kevin on board, and Kevin is a young guy. Let's say that you are Kevin's cousin. Okay. You are Kevin's cousin, and I'm going to use a script that we love to use to book an appointment. And this is how smooth an appointment is. Okay. This one right here on your screen, we call this the Ethor script. Learn this. Even though I'm going to send you all the scripts, there's 3 scripts that you're going to learn. But I love this script because it's so genuine, it's so real. Where you can make the script and call yourself, or you can have your trainer do it. In this scenario, I'm gonna use the script for Kevin. I'm training Kevin, so I'm gonna call you as Kevin's cousin, and I'm gonna say, ring, ring, answer the phone for me.
Hi.
Hi, Felicia. How are you?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm good. Listen, you don't know me, but your cousin Kevin, he's working here in my brokerage, and he's in my broker program. And
is he?
Yeah, he's doing great. He's very excited about getting his license, but he told me about you, and he said you'll be able to help him out.
Okay.
Yeah. So listen, all we have to do, he needs to do 10 on the field training appointments. And he was telling me that maybe you can be one of those appointments. Basically we will go to your place, or you can come down to the office. And what we would do is, it's about 20 to 35 minutes. We will explain all the great things that we're doing for families. You don't necessarily need to buy anything, but in the future, once Kevin is licensed, you can surely refer him some clients, won't you?
It sounds interesting.
Okay.
So where do I come, or?
Okay, well, great. What's a better time for you, Wednesday or Thursday?
Thursday.
Thursday, 6:30 or 7:30?
6:30 is nice.
Okay, awesome. Well, listen, thank you so much for supporting your cousin Kevin. I'm looking forward in spending a little bit of time with you. I can assure you that you're going to get so much value from us just meeting, and you're going to learn some strategies that you probably never heard before. But I'm looking forward to meeting you.
Okay, me too.
Awesome. So click that right there. Just landed us what we call an exposure. Okay. And it was so smooth because we were excited. We told them about the training. We asked for help. We definitely value the opinion of the family members. And in the future, we can get some referrals. That's how easy it is. And this script right here will land you a lot of appointments. So we always say this: magic happens in the field. Most people will get fired up about coming on board with us. Secondly, because they believe in helping people, they believe in making money, or simply, just like me, they believe in changing history and being part of history, which that's what I'm after. I'm after the history books. I want people to talk about us like, yeah, there was a group of people in Las Vegas and they expanded nationwide, but Felicia was part of the few, the proud, that made and transformed the communities. Now next generation. We have senators in the White House. We have our kids that are lawyers, doctors, and all of that, just because of what we did
Right.
during this era.
Okay.
So that's what I'm after. But you're going to learn these scripts. So to summarize everything, we want to make sure that you get promoted, that we exposed certain people, that I understand that this will not be for everybody, but we are looking for those that are looking for us, those that are praying for an opportunity as this one. So with that said, the more appointments we get on, you're going to see the business go into your heart. As you can hear so many people speaking on these calls when we jump on, because they are out there running appointments. They are out there exposing people to the information and how we're helping families all over the nation. So what I would like for us to do together